Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, as we welcome you, coming to you live out of the Halal Goods Market this afternoon, right here in Johannesburg. So, wherever you are, and on whatever platform you are viewing us, right here on Salam Media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, we are coming to you live this afternoon. And yes, it is buzzing out here. In fact, it's just a hive of activity all over, and Salam Media is bringing you coverage from the Halal Goods Market this afternoon on this hot Saturday afternoon. And a number of people we are talking to, and one of my favorite stalls that I normally visit at the Halal Goods Market is the Billatong stand. And here we have got the Billatong man with us right now, Ismail Meer. Ismail Meer from Billatong. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, Ismail, it's just wonderful. And I'm just looking at this package out here as well. We've got succulent, tasty looking biltong here, alhamdulillah. But I know your biltong, a very, very popular brand of biltong, for want of a better term. You've been around for a long, long time. Take us through, how did it start?
Billatong started in 2003. Our first branch was at Harrismith by Rapid Up Biltong and Bits. A lot of people call it halfway house. And from there, a lot of people tried our biltong, and that's where it really got into the market. And from there, we just grew. Alhamdulillah.
Yes. Now, I believe you from Ladysmith, so I can understand why you're talking about the halfway stop.
Yes.
And I think many of us have been driving up and down through Durban, coming back as well. That famous stop we need to make, because you need to get your parcel of biltong.
Yes. And in fact, a lot of customers actually tell us, you know what, it's for us to stop here.
For us to stop for biltong, I agree. Now, take us through this whole passion for biltong. How did it start?
It started, as a young kid. I used to go hunting with my dad and a few friends and his friends and stuff like that. And once I started doing game hunting, then I realized that I needed to do something with my carcasses, and I started small time biltong up at from the thatch roof at my mom's place, and from there it grew, and then I started making these as well.
Well, Ismail, in fact, it's actually amazing how a business grows, and you start off from humble beginnings, and it's just a thought. But I'm sure over a period of time, obviously, you've got a passion for game, and you've got a passion for meat.
Yes.
And to transform that meat into something like biltong, I'm sure it's taken you a lot of time. You've put in a lot of effort, and at the same time, also looking at the variety that you offer. So it's something that you've been improving on your whole life.
Like a lot of people think that biltong is just taking meat and putting marinade or masala or spice or whatever on it, and just hang it up to dry and stuff like that. It's not just that. It takes a lot of experience and stuff like that, especially in the drying method. And when you have a lot of moisture in the air and stuff like that, that's when it gets a bit challenging.
Yes, and obviously, so again, depending on the season, depending on the weather as well.
Yes.
So all of that. So I think now, I just take a look at a stick of biltong like this in terms of what actually goes into making a stick of biltong like this. Take us through.
We get our the meat from the best suppliers that there are out there, and we strip it, trim it, spice it, and then that's when the main factor comes, the drying process. And over the years and stuff like that, like our quality has been always been consistent, and we've never ever tried different recipes, because we just stick to know what we know best.
Yes, definitely. And I suppose, if you look at it, the biltong needs to have some fat as well.
Yes.
So, to make sure that when you're slicing, your cuts need to be absolutely, critical, because at the end of the day, people like to chew on that fat. So the mix or the combination of or the ratio of meat to fat, extremely important.
Yes, most of the time it's actually 80-20. And then sometimes we do get some yellow fat that comes in, and a lot of people enjoy yellow fat. That's actually lack of biltong, but it's just that it's difficult to get hold of yellow fat. But when it does, then that's like almost like a 50-50. So,
Right. What about marinades? I mean, you must have, you've got tried and tested marinades, obviously. And I'm sure that over a period of time, you've developed some unique flavors, some unique marinades.
Yes, we have, and basically we like to stick to the traditional way, the original way of manufacturing biltong. The original salt and pepper, traditional, and then with our piri piri, we just add like crushed chilies and stuff like that. So it's not like a real masala. We also want you to taste the meat.
Well, definitely. And just now, you started off obviously as a halfway stop.
Yes.
Take us through your expansion. How did you expand?
And then we opened up a branch in 2008 in Fortsburg, Johannesburg. And in 2011, we opened up a branch in Loja. And now, inshallah, the Harrismith branch is opening another branch at the Pearls in Mkranga. And inshallah, the holiday makers will have some.
Your biltong.
Alhamdulillah. Very famous.
I did an interview with a Turkish journalist many years ago. And the one thing he spoke about South Africa was the biltong.
Yeah.
So it does appear as if South African biltong is world renowned. And I'm sure you must have had many people from all over the world tasting a biltong.
All over.
Take us through some of that. I mean, some of the memorable moments, Ismail.
There's so many, man. There's so many. A lot of people from all over London, UK. Only places like I can't say much as Australia because you're not allowed to take in meat there.
Right.
Some people actually did take their chances there.
Yes. I'm sure when people go for Umrah and Hajj, because it seems very, very popular when people go for Umrah and Hajj, and I'm sure biltong is a good seller for people undertaking those trips.
Yes. Alhamdulillah, when people get back from Umrah and Hajj and stuff like that, they always comment and say, you know what, the biltong actually saved us. We are here and we are stranded there, and and luckily we just carried some in our bag, and it pulled us through. And some say they survived on biltong throughout the.
Yes. Now, just looking at obviously, dependent on meat, dependent on availability, and I'm sure that sourcing meat all the time. There are obviously, we know what happens when meat is seasonal. Prices go up, prices go down, and has that impacted in any way on your business?
It does impact, but as far as possible, we try and keep the prices set. We don't like changing and stuff like that, and we are making it affordable for everybody to enjoy.
Now, what else can you do now further? You've established yourself in biltong, but I'm sure there are other products that you should be thinking about.
No, I just do biltong.
You just want to stick to it. You are a specialist. You are a specialist biltong maker.
Yes.
I'm not too sure if there's a fancy term for a biltong maker. Is there a special term?
No, biltong specialist. But we do other processed meats like boerewors, sausages and stuff of good quality and stuff like that. But that's just on a small scale. Our main focus is biltong.
Well, if your biltong is just so wonderful and obviously it stood the test of time, I can imagine the other products as well. And Ismail, just generally, I know you're at the Halaal Goods Market, and I'm sure you go to similar events, in many other parts around the country. How do you find this?
This Halaal Goods Market is special. There's something different about this market, and it's just something special.
Now, what would you recommend for me? All your flavors?
I would recommend piri sticks and wet and fatty.
Wet and?
Come and try wet and fatty slice.
Wet and fat.
Okay,
all right. Have you got it at your stall?
Yes.
Okay, we'll make a turn. Right. We're going to try the wet and fat, inshallah. Yes, Ismail. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Anything you want to tell our viewers? Anything you want to tell our listeners?
If you are in Johannesburg and if you are free at this time, make yourself available to come through to Halaal Goods Market. You won't be wrong. You won't be sorry.
Jazakallah, Ismail. Wonderful that you came to join us. And yes, we will savor your biltong, inshallah. And yes, Ismail Meer from Billatong with us this afternoon, coming to you right here from the Halaal Goods Market live. And yes, if you are in the vicinity, make your way out to the Halaal Goods Market and make your way to Billatong. He's mentioned wet and fat, and that is what we're going to be trying a little later on. Ismail, Jazakallah, Assalamu alaikum, an absolute pleasure.